Hello Internet, this is Ben Hattori, here to present my 1000 subscriber special. Boy, has a ton of stuff happened. Namely, that my Yandere Simulator video blew up. Yeah, I uploaded that video several months back, but for some reason it blew up just a few weeks ago. I'm still not 100% sure why, but the leading theories are: 1. Yandere Dev, the guy who made Yandere Simulator, uploaded an update. This probably caused an increase in traffic to all Yandere Simulator related videos, including mine. And theory 2 is that Markiplier released a new Yandere Simulator animation by Gritty Sugar on his channel. This may have led to an increased number of people searching for Yandere Simulator animations, and thus some traffic may have come from that. I don't know for sure if that's what happened, but those are my leading theories. But as a result, a lot of things have happened to my channel. For one, I got more than 400 subscribers over the course of a week, and then an additional 500 just a few weeks after that. My subscriber base ended up going through a bit of a demographic shift, and then almost all of my videos received a general view increase. So even though this subscriber special is not very far off from the last one, this one definitely marks a huge shift in status for the channel. And since we have so many new people here, I'm going to quickly explain how these specials work. YouTube is rough. It doesn't matter how happy and smiley YouTube looks, YouTube is a rough business. You are literally competing with millions of people who are all trying to do the exact same thing. The chances of you getting noticed by anyone is next to none, especially when the guy next to you is making content much better than yours anyway. And that's not even mentioning the fact that YouTube isn't exactly the most hospitable work environment. The only thing that guarantees your success on YouTube is how many people like what you make in spite of all of that. And the main group of people who will like what you do, in spite of trying circumstances, are your subscribers. Your subscribers are the ones who have gone out of their way to say, "Hey, I like this. I like this enough that I want to see more of this." The subscribers are the ones who are going to stick with you, no matter how hard it is to stay afloat on YouTube. And even though I've been gaining a lot of subscribers recently, I am still amazed. I am still absolutely amazed that there are so many people out there who look forward to what I make. It blows my mind that there are so many people out there who even just like what I make, let alone stick around to watch me make more. And anytime that I see someone leave a comment about how much they like my videos, it makes me feel like the luckiest person in the world. I've said this before, but a view will make my day, and a comment will make my week. No matter how much my subscriber base expands, this fact has never changed. I am thankful for each and every single one of you. And so, to show you how thankful I am going to thank each and every one of you individually. If your subscription is public, you show up in my subscriber list. This is the list I am going to read from. I will thank each and every one of my new subscribers personally, with a few exceptions. Anyone who has seen either of my previous subscriber specials already knows how this is going to work, but I'm just going to go over it again anyway. First off, I can't give you a shout out if your subscription is private. If your subscription is private, then I have no way of seeing you in my subscriber list. Therefore, I would have no way of knowing to give you a shout out. Second, I'm not going to give shout outs to people I know in real life. There's really no point in giving shoutouts to people I know in real life here, because I could always just thank them in person, and in most cases, I've already thanked them in person. Third, I'm not going to give shoutouts to alternate channels made by people who have already subscribed to me. These specials are meant to celebrate the new subscribers, so it wouldn't be fair if some people got multiple shoutouts just because they created multiple channels. Don't worry, I do plan on making videos in the future to highlight longtime frequent commenters. But for now, I want to focus on the new subscribers. And fourth, I'm not giving shoutouts to channels created by or featuring children. This rule is going to be kind of tricky this time around because of the demographic shift on my channel. I am well aware that many of my new subscribers are children. I'm not leaving you out to be mean. I'm not doing this to be exclusive. I am doing this because I do not know if you publicly subscribed to me on purpose or if you were just going with the default settings on YouTube. And same with some of the information I see on your channels. I don't know if you made those things public on purpose or if you were just following the default settings on YouTube. I also do not know if your parents would be okay with me giving you a shout out here. And tracking down your parents just to ask for permission would be extremely creepy. So I'm just gonna play it safe and not bother. And with all that said, I'm not sure how many of you actually watched my other videos. So it's possible that a lot of these kids subscribe to me without even knowing that I do these subscriber specials. I feel bad because some of these kids ended up becoming frequent commenters. I do see your comments and I genuinely appreciate your support. But I don't feel comfortable giving shoutouts without your parents' permission. That said, my radar is not perfect. I know that some kids are going to accidentally get shoutouts anyway. If you are a child and you ended up receiving a shoutout anyway, that just means that you flew under my radar. And lastly, if your username looks like it could be a real name, I'm only going to use your first name. So with all that out of the way, let's begin. But before we move into the new subscribers, I would like to give a special shout out to one of the longtime subscribers. Thank you, Hyperius Gamer. So when I was making the 100 subscriber special, I didn't see your subscription in the subscriber list. I don't know if that was because it was initially set to private or if I just fucked up and didn't see it. But regardless, I'd like to give you a shout out anyway. You joined when my Yandere Simulator video first came out. I saw the comments you left on that video and on the 100 sub special. I appreciate your support. I checked out your channel. I think your video is the kind of video I'm gonna go to hell for laughing at. But screw it, that video was funny. It only has 7 views, but I am pretty sure that all of those views are from me. That video is up there with my app resembles an app in terms of favorite videos from my subscribers. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for bringing me joy with your video, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. And now, for our first new subscriber, we have Daichi. Hooray for another anime fan! I was pretty impressed by some of the music you found. Your playlist had stuff from Gantz, Bobobobo, Paranoia Agent, Chobits, plus some more recent stuff. But the fact that you had the older ones in there impressed me. But the fact that you had some older ones in there too impressed me. Plus, you actually went and found other stuff made by those artists. R.I.P. Slime is weird. Interesting, but weird. I think I know why they were recruited to work on Gantz. I also saw that you're a big Oliver fan. It's not often that you see fans of Vocaloids aside from the Big 8. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. The second new subscriber to thank is Blue Rerix. As always, lurkers are just as welcome as the commenters. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. The third subscriber is... I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. What the hell. Emilson Bunta Nyan Kid GDGFDHGG 5YTTTYGGVHGHGGGV. Phew. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. The fourth new subscriber to thank is Hello, You Are Awesome Gameplays. Congratulations on your ascension into the Frequent Commenter Club. You left a lot of comments on my Yandere Simulator video. I also saw the comments you left on my celebration video. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Moving on, we have Skittaskits. I see that you like Minecraft, Yandere Simulator, and a bunch of big Let's Players. Seeing my name next to some of those big name YouTubers like Markiplier and Nigahiga in your subscriptions was very flattering. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is Sasa Sasa. I see that you like romance anime. I also see that you're very passionate about your Naruto pairings. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Up next, we have Pam Campos. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Moving on, we have Animu. You've subscribed to a lot of channels, especially small animators and speed painters. I appreciate how active you are in finding these channels. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Thanks for supporting so many of these channels. Next is Scout1234. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. The next subscriber to thank is Ashley Noodle. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is Genevieve. I see that you have subscribed to Yandere Dev, Momoki, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie, iHas Cupquake, Cub Scouts, Pretty Grumpy Bear, and Asman. I think I know why you subscribed to me. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is Dior Orig. You seem to like gaming, especially Pokemon. I also see that you like Steven Universe. You've also subscribed to a bunch of Yandere Simulator channels. Makes sense to me. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Moving on, we have Hello Hi OMG. Hi. Good to see you too. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is Alexandra Diana. You have a lot of miraculous ladybug clips on your channel. I don't want to spoil myself, so I didn't watch any of them, but from what I've heard, it sounds like a good show. I'm gonna have to check it out sometime. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Sorry if I butcher your name, but the next subscriber to thank is Olga. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is JJ the Blue Jay. I saw the videos on your channel. Cool to see you using Photoshop. Most of the channels I've seen for this special used Psy, MS Paint, or Flip-a-Clip. Photoshop is an industry standard, so it's good to see that you're learning how to use it. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Moving on, we have Lizabeth. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Up next is Rainbow Kitten. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is Kenza. I see that you like cartoons, particularly stuff from Cartoon Network, Miraculous Ladybug. You're also a big fan of Undertale and Yandere Simulator. I'm glad you liked my fan animation. Not only that, but you liked my celebration video too. I hope I continue to make videos that you like. Thank you for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Moving on, we have Just an Artist. Cool to see you doing some speed drawings. I hope you keep up with that. You've got a really good sense of color. Your color selection on your Evolutions video was really impressive. I also saw the comment that you left on my 100 sub special. Yeah, I still can't believe it. It's a great thing, but damn. Thanks for your comments, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. The next subscriber to thank is Gabriella. I see that you like FNAF, Miraculous Ladybug, and Yandere Simulator. You also seem to really like Yandere Simulator when it involves MMD. I'm happy that you liked my video, in spite of the lack of MMD. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Up next is, I apologize for pronunciation, Giuliana. So, I was looking through your subscriptions, and I noticed that you were subscribed to Mundo Media. No. Oh! Oh, happy tree friends. I don't know if they still make shit like that, but, that's what they were known for back in the day. Is that why you subscribe to them? Because if that's why, then that explains why you may have liked my Yandere Simulator video. Hell, compared to Happy Tree Friends, my video is probably tame. But, aside from that, I noticed that you were also subscribed to a bunch of smaller animators, especially ones with fan animations. Thank you for supporting us, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Moving on, we have Mystic Wolf 1400. I saw your channel, and it's really awesome that you're experimenting with animation. It looks like you're just starting out, but keep at it. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is D. Shattuck. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Up next is Wolf Dreamer. I see that you like My Little Pony and Undertale. I also see that you like making fan animations of My Little Pony and Undertale. I always like seeing other people's animations, so I hope you stick with it. I saw Tipo intro. That was really good. Short, but still good. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is Crystal. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Up next is Canal Pony. I saw some of your videos. I never got the hang of 3D animation, so I give you a ton of credit for working in MMD. You're very good with cinematography and camera angles. Plus, it looks like you're actually making the characters move yourself instead of just using pre-made animations. That's awesome! Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is Blueberry. I see that you like Let's Players, Vocaloid, Undertale, Pokemon, and Minecraft. I saw the comment you left on my Yandere Simulator video. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being one of my subscribers. The next subscriber to thank is Armando. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Moving on, we have Lilac Rose. You have taught me a valuable lesson. Don't write off MS Paint. In most of the art circles I've ever been in, MS Paint is referred to as a joke program. The phrase, "looks like you made that in MS Paint," was considered derogatory. But you sure showed me. I didn't even know MS Paint could do half that stuff. I was thoroughly impressed. If you're ever considering pursuing that kind of stuff, I suggest Illustrator CS6. It may take a long time to get used to, but it works really well for the type of art you were making in your videos. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is Jacqueline. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. The next subscriber to thank is Phoenix Gone Insane 03. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Up next is Carol P. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next, we have Layla. I see that you're a big fan of Steven Universe. I also see that you like Yandere Simulator and Undertale. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is Just Kidding Guy. You've got a real variety of subscriptions. You've got ranters, Let's Players, YonSim channels, Big Cat Rescue. You got a lot. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is, and I apologize for pronunciation, Gion. Alright, so those of you who saw my 100 sub special know that I mentioned making a certain quilt. This quilt is going to be a patchwork of all of my favorite comments that have ever been left on my channel. Up until now, only about 4 comments have earned quilt status. However, Gion, your most recent comment on my Yandere Simulator video has become the 5th comment to earn a spot on this quilt. I'm really glad that I could help you get back into drawing. Story time! When I was younger, the #1 way that I taught myself to draw was by drawing in class. Because I never sharpened my pencils during class, my lines were always extremely thick. And because I was in the middle of class, I very quickly decided to prioritize speed. Because when the teacher is pacing around the room teaching a lesson, you only have about 2 minutes before the teacher passes by your desk, notices you're not paying attention, and then lowers your participation grade. And I also placed little to no value on shading, because by the time that I got to that part in the drawing, the teacher was probably beginning to go over stuff that I actually had to pay attention to. So after years of doing that, I started learning Flash for the first time. And after I learned how to do some basic animation in Flash, I decided that I wanted to be an animator. And if I wanted to do that in college, I would have to get accepted into an art college, which meant that I was actually going to have to take some real drawing classes. And I immediately noticed that most of the kids in those classes were better than me. And not only did I notice that I wasn't very good, but the teachers certainly noticed that I wasn't very good. Your lines are too thick. You clearly don't have any self-confidence because you keep drawing the same lines over and over again. Your anatomy is way off. That's not what real eyes look like. I actually had one professor tell me, quote, "At the rate you are going, you will never get accepted to any art school anywhere, ever." Even with all that, I ended up getting into some art colleges. However, it was clear that I did not get in for my drawing. I mainly got accepted because, 1, I kind of already knew how to animate, and 2, a certain skill set that you guys might get to see sometime down the road. But even during the brief time I spent in college, it was clear that my art skills were terrible. My digital skills were decent, but art skills? Terrible. And I would beat myself up over it. It got to the point where I legitimately hated my own art style. There were days where I would cry over it. There were points where I would put off making things for fear of ruining a good idea with a crappy art style. And the only reason that changed was because of a concept art class I took. Essentially, the teacher was just like, okay, you guys are gonna make a product. A movie, a TV show, a video game, something. And this entire class is just gonna be you making the concept art for that product. The coming up with the idea part was pretty easy. I have a ton of ideas for stuff I want to make, so it was just a matter of finding an idea that fit the requirements for the class. So during this class, I was not the best artist there. That said, I wasn't the worst one either. I was somewhere below average. But what would happen was the super good artists would present their work, and then the other students would politely ask 1 or 2 questions. And then I would present. And then everyone would have questions. And they didn't ask politely. They would be calling out. What's the deal with those characters? What's the deal with that character? What other kind of places did these guys mess around with? What's up with those aliens? What happens next? And yeah, they would still rag on me for the drawing problems everyone always rags on me for, but they were still enjoying my idea. I think my idea was the only idea where people asked, "Are you actually going to make this?" And that's when I realized that, yeah, my art isn't very good. I am never going to get hired for my artistic skills, but my art is good enough that people can still enjoy it. I'm not going to be able to undo years of being self-taught just for a better art style. And I'm not going to make the next Mona Lisa, and I'm not going to become the next Milk Call. But I can still make things that people enjoy. I'll get better eventually, even if it's a bit slower than I would like. But in the meantime, I may as well make as much stuff as I can. Because there are going to be people out there who will still enjoy it. So Guion, in case you couldn't tell, your comment brought me back to all those times that I struggled with my art style. And I can definitely relate to wanting to quit art because you hate your own art style. And the fact that I helped inspire you to keep going is absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for being one of my subscribers. Moving on, we have Sim Secrets sub ITA. Well, your channel certainly delivered on what your username promised. I think it's safe to guess why you subscribed to me. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is Goat Says No. I noticed that you're subscribed to a bunch of artists and animators, especially fan artists. Also, you're subscribed to Warp Out. I approve. Thanks for lurking, thanks for supporting so many artists, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Up next is Ohana. Thank you for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Moving on, we have Banana Mutt. You seem to be a big fan of speed drawers and small YouTube animators. I hope you continue to like the stuff on this channel too. Thank you for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is Almendra. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Up next is CJ Gaming 29. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. The next subscriber to thank is Tone Color. Cool to see another animator here on YouTube. Are you using Flash? Because your animation style is definitely reminiscent of the old Flash animations from the early internet. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go to Newgrounds and I'm sure you'll find a bunch of them. Good luck on all your future animations. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Moving on, we have Julie. I checked out your soul playlists. Not only was it incredibly relaxing, but it also helped me appreciate the importance of narrative in music. Pretty much every artist I listened to sounded like they were talking about very specific people, or at least very specific circumstances. I definitely appreciated the experience. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next, we have Magic Flying Rainbow Unicorn of the Death Knell. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Up next is Alex. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Moving on, we have Zenofa Jail. Nice speed paints. I was especially impressed by that shading you did on MMD Miku. You've clearly got a knack for shading. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is Quickman. You are clearly a big Mega Man fan. It's been ages since I've seen any Mega Man NT Warrior clips. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. The next subscriber to thank is Sakura Productions. I know what Pokemon pairing you're rooting for. My hopes and dreams got destroyed after Misty left. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Up next is Yase-chan. It's always good to see more anime fans in my sub list. I see that, like Sakura Productions, you are also very enthusiastic about your pairings. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next, we've got Dina Korn. I noticed that you know what Midori no Hibi is. You're the only other person I've met on the internet who knows what this is. Weirdest premise ever. But still surprisingly good in my opinion. I also see that you like Yandere Simulator and Nightcore. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Up next is Hana. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Moving on, we have Michio. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Not 100% sure on how to pronounce this, but the next subscriber to thank is DB. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Moving on, we have MMD Anime Bunny. It's been years since I've seen a legit MMD randomness channel. I thought all of those channels died out with the copyright blitz of 2013. Keep it up! Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. The next subscriber to thank is Diana. I see that you're a big Nightcore fan. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Moving on, we have Shiomara. Looks like you're interested in cosplay. I hope you have fun with that. You also seem to like Yandere Simulator and MMD. Also, I saw one of your other playlists. You might want to make that private. Please don't unsubscribe. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers. Next is BS Star RB Bogus. I see that you like Homestuck, Undertale, Tokyo Ghoul, and just Halloween-themed stuff in general. Thanks for lurking, and thank you for being one of my subscribers.